If you only know me from this channel, you'll just know me as the guy that makes DBD videos. However, I've actually been making music for 6 years, such as this.
Everyone is just a clone of themselves. I've been driving so fast and feeling so bad.
And this.
Look into the mirror, I don't know what's on the other side. Put me in a line I will not identify.
And my personal favorite.
You say slow down, hold on, can we talk it through? You don't know what you did to me, but I don't want to lose you. You don't care what happens, but you act like you want me to. I'm not allowed to breathe in the same room.
So I thought it'd be a bit silly to hop on stream with the viewers and tier list all the killers' terror radiuses. Let's get right into it. So we're gonna start with default. So ignore these for the rest of the tier list. Trapper will be the one default we actually rate, and then these will just be ignored. So number 1, we're gonna listen all the way through the chase. This is Trapper, aka default. Jesus, oh my God. What a switch. It's... No, you cannot right now. There... Oh! Bro, all I gotta say about this one, it sounds like 2016, but it just sounds so not polished in a good way, in like a nostalgic way. This part goes crazy. I can't. This part goes crazy. Bro, it's good. It's so good. Even though it's the worst one, probably. Not the worst, because there are some absolute misses. I am going to put this, just because we have so many better ones, S tier. I would put it at, I'm just going to put it C tier, because it's the middle ground. It's the middle ground. I don't think I've ever listened to the default music isolated like that. It still goes crazy. Even the default goes crazy. Next up, Hillbilly. I'm going to be honest. I used to do homework to this, and I've lifted to this chase music. So it's an S tier for me already, but we'll listen to it first. We'll listen to it first. My pinned tweet on my Twitter account is talking about Hillbilly chase music because I adore it. Think about Hillbilly and then listen. Oh, it's so good. This one is an automatic S tier, but we'll still listen to it. Oh my God. Oh, it's so good. Fuck. Fuck, it's so good. Sorry, let me mute myself so I can still talk about how great it is. Should make me want to mosh! It's S tier. That is a perfect chase music to me. Look at the killer and tell me it does not match him perfectly. Oh God. I needed a drop. You do know we're rating chase musics, right? Not EDM songs. This one only came out 5 months ago. Ooh, you know what? You know what you don't really hear a lot of nurses? Ambience. Because she blinks to you and then she blinks away. You don't get to hear this a lot. I don't think I've ever heard this. I'm dead serious. Oh, oh. It's good, but it doesn't suit her. We need strings. But I do love this. I can't lie. If this was on a different killer, I would love it. All right, next layer. Oh. This is gas. I wish we got more of this. Because this is where we finally got strings. But it doesn't carry over to the chase. All right, now here's the chase. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. Man, something about that brass stretching out the last note of each, like 4 bars kind of goes crazy. I'll play it one more time. Oh. Okay, that upped it a little bit. That upped it a little bit for me, but the strings in layer 3 should have carried over to layer 4, and they don't. It's a B tier. It's a B tier. I feel like the ambience of a killer that you don't get to hear the ambience is way too good to not be heard in game, you know?
There's nothing more powerful.
No! I never noticed the drums in the back. I guess they're not like EQ'd for this, like this in the game. You don't hear that dum 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 in the game. You hear it here though. Who is it? Shut up. Shut up. Oh, okay. There's like an echo. There's an echo on the bottom. Okay. This is 3. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's so good. It's... Oh my god. Oh, it's so good. I'm kicking my feet right now. My toes are hugging my carpet. It's so good. You know what? I wasn't planning to put in S, but those isolated instrumentals go insane. I wasn't planning to put in S. Billy's still above it. Mama Hagatha, the one and only face camping queen. Oh, oh, this one's so good. I'm sorry. Makes my brain vibrate? Dude, the headphones just make all the difference. Every single one has 4 layers, so don't vote until the 4th layer. Bro! It just suits her so well. All right, now get ready. Ready? Here's 3. Bro, come on! I think layer 4 is my least favorite. There is so much ambience and so many layers and so much detail in the first 3, and then 4 is, it sounds like it's an audio file like looped. Just one thing going dun 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 dun. And a lot of the new chase musics have that problem. But we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that when we get to Miss Merchant. Not the Skull Merchant hate. Yes, the Skull Merchant hate. The first 3 layers go stupid. Stupid. But the 4th layer, in my opinion, just takes so much away. Too much away. Both these killers last year had default music. And now they both have their own. So these both came out in the last year. Doctors Laugh goes so well with his music, but you don't get to hear that in the music. So all I ask is you think about the sound of Doctor shocking, Survivor screaming, and Doctor laughing in the background while you listen to this. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. Think about him laughing. You have to. Bro, even his art is just so sick. Oh my God. Oh, it gives me goosebumps. Gives me insane goosebumps. Layer 2. Oh my God. That off tune, it almost feels like a bass, but it's off tune and it's clearly a sample of some kind of noise. Again, if you have headphones, you can clearly hear it. See, a lot of the newer terror radiuses sound just like noise and not in a good way. And this sounds like noise in a good way. It's unorganized yet cohesive. Think of his laugh, dude. The drums? The drums go stupid. It's so good. Oh, you know what? I don't think it beats Myers. Which I wasn't prepared to say that today. I really thought Doctor and Billy were gonna be S tier. I'm gonna put it A. You know what? I'm gonna put it A. I was planning to put Doctor at S, but Michael Myers is better. I'm gonna put Doctor at A. Next is Huntress. Realistically, she doesn't really have her own music, does she? She has a lullaby. You can hear the default ambience in the background from the default music. That what a nice image we have to look at. They clearly tried really hard with this graphic. S? What? Honestly, I don't know if I'm scared or... Never mind. Let me not say that. A lullaby does not carry hard enough to be S tier, in my opinion. But again, this is all opinion. This is all opinion. But God, you're right. She really does paint like a picture. Yeah, I guess she doesn't need much else, does she? And when I first played DBD, the first time I got Huntress, I was fucking terrified. A tier. And that is a stretch. And I don't even know if I agree with A. I'm going to put a B tier. I'm going to put a B tier because I just don't believe it's better than these. A B tier. She's literally mother. So true. That's why she literally killed everyone that she ever tried to mother. Oh, this shit just goes so hard. Oh, this shit goes so hard. Again, think about Clown. Think about his bottles breaking. Think about him laughing and choking. Like, think about all that when you listen to this. So that's layer 1. All I hear when I hear this is in the background. All right, we'll go to 3. And then we'll go to the final one. Bro, I'm sorry, this is A tier. At the very least, the drums are so perfect for it. It's just a snare. That's all you need. I think it goes right hand in hand with doctors, but a little worse. I think it's A tier. And I definitely think it's better than Nurses. I think Nurses is higher quality because it came out at a much later date with a higher budget, but I think Clowns serves him better. God, look at that art. That's mobile art, but God, it's so good. Dude. My problem is it's so incomplete without her voice and her bone noises and even her phase sound. And we're missing that. All right, then we go on to 4. This is the final one. Here, oh, dude. See, you guys are saying C, but there's I could not give it a C, even if I wanted to. If we're thinking about her voice and the glass and the bones and all that. So I'm gonna give it. I think it sits right with Nurse. I give it a B, and I give it slightly below Nurses. I think Nurse wins out just a little bit. Y'all remember when Nurse and Spirit used to be the strongest killers in the game? What a time that was. What a time to be alive. I have to put aside my differences with this killer to listen to this. Because I despise this killer. Layer 1. Oh, okay. It's good. I'm sorry. Hearing it just makes me want to DC. But it is good. It is good. It is good. This is another one of those newer ones. They got the chase music much later. This is 2. And you know what? We're not going to listen to all of them, but we will give extra points for the fact that there's 5 different variants after the default. And here, we'll listen to the eerie one. All right, I can't listen to that anymore. I can respect it because it is a wonderful chase music, but it's just a shit killer. But again, I can respect it. I'm going to be honest, I don't love it, but again, we'll give extra points for the fact that there's 5 variants. I would put it at C, but because there's 5 variants, I'll put it at low B. I'll put it at low B. By the way, if you don't get how this works, the farther up you go in the tier, the higher it's ranked. If it wasn't for the extra variants, I would put it below the default. I would put it below the default. Plague. Does Plague have her own music? Yes. No, she doesn't. Plague's a default. All right, well, we'll toss her in the default, but we'll listen to the most popular fan made. Oh. Oh. Wait, this goes insane, and we're not even there yet. Wait, they made 5 layers? Okay, here's the thing. I don't like that 8 meters and Chase are so different. Like, unfortunately, does have to go into default because that's not her music. However, if that were her music, I would put it at A. It was actually really good. But besides that, she's default, unfortunately. Ghostface. We're gonna go with his live music, not his PTB music. That sounded like a printer. Realistically, a good Ghostface, you shouldn't even hear this ambience because he'll be undetectable. Okay, let me tell you what I'm thinking while you guys vote. The chase carries the rest of the music. I love the chase. The rest, I don't love it. I'll be honest, I don't love it. So if I only like one layer, but it's the most important layer, where would I put him? I would put it slightly above the default, but oh, you know what? No, I think the default's better. I think the default's better. E-Man, Matt, thank you for the bits. I'm sorry. When you think of a show adaptation into a game, this is damn near perfect. We'll go into layer 2 now. See, I hear his like rumble noises when I hear this. Alone, it's kind of bland, but when I hear like the noise he makes, it's probably not very accurate, but it goes so much harder. So you got to think about all that. Oh. Bro, it's so good. I don't think it needs to be any scarier. I don't think this killer is supposed to be like a horror icon. It's a sci-fi character. You know, it doesn't have to be the scariest music in the world because it's not the scariest killer in the world. That's the whole point, which I think they nailed it. I think if they tried too hard to make Demo look like a horror character, it would have sucked. It works so well. We'll put him high B. Low, no, actually, I think it's better than Clown, and I don't think it's as good as Doctor. But again, all 3 of these A tier, you have to think about how they sound in game as well as Spirit. I'm not gonna lie, they kind of did not do justice to her in-game model. She looks so much cooler here. God, this chapter was so good, though. All right, that's 1. This is 2. I think it matches him super well. Okay, what do we think? I really want to know your opinion on this one. This is another one where I think the chase is the best by far, and that's why I'm conflicted. Because these aren't very good, but it's an Oni. If it's a real Oni, he's going to be just rushing at you at high speed, so you're not even going to hear these three. You're just going to hear this one. But God, that one is so good. Because he's a movement character, I will put him in A tier. I think he's above Clown and below Demo. I feel like if this goes on YouTube, I'm going to get torn to shreds for these opinions right here. In terms of the music staying true to the character, this is one of the best ones. It's up there with Hillbilly for me. Let me just say that now. Oh! And I don't like this character, okay? I don't ever play him. So this is strictly just music opinion, not the character himself. Oh. Bro. Oh my God. The first layer is enough to put him in A tier. All right, we'll skip a little through the second, so it'll go right to the third. So we'll hear some of the second go right into the third. You know what? Let me go back to the second. I'm being annoying, I know. It sounds like the ticking of a clock in its own way. Oh, it's so good. Bro. Oh my, it's so good. All right, and then we'll leave a little space and it'll go right into 4. See, at first, when I first started listening to chase music there, I was like, it's good, but I don't think the chase is as good as the rest. But then you hear all those noises start to come together, like out of nowhere, you're hearing random noises that all are on theme with him. That's what makes it so good. Dude, oh, I gotta say, we need more chase musics like this. Newer chase music is not as good. It's a 4-second loop over and over with the newer ones. But this one, there's just constant variety. Gotta toss an S. Gotta put it above Myers. Gotta. Absolutely gotta. Again, I don't even really like the character. But his music is just perfect. Never in my entire life have I heard this music isolated. So let's do that now. I think this is one of the only ones I've never heard isolated. So this is 2. This is 2 to 3. Oh, I have never noticed the weird rattling. Yes, thank you. That was the exact word I was looking for. Rattling. It's so smooth. Bro, come on. I've never listened to this one isolated. I actually didn't even think I liked this one in game. But when you really put the killer aside and how you feel about the killer aside, that is damn good. Better than Oni. I gotta switch Demo and Oni. This is bugging me. I think Oni's is better than Demo. I don't think Oni's is better than Doctor. I think high A above Doctor, which is wild. Because I was planning to put Doctor at S. These two are a dead tie. But we'll leave it like that. Blight. So a lot of people don't know Blight's 4 layers because he rushes at you. So you don't get the first 3 layers. You just get 32 meters, 16-8 chase. You're immediately in chase with a blight. You don't get to hear the other layers. So I promise you, for some of you, this will be the first time you've ever heard these layers. Because that man come in flying. Okay, that's your first. We'll listen to the transition from first to second. God, very smooth transition. Oh, I don't hear a violin in game because I'm never 16 meters from a blight. I'm either the whole map or point blank. This is good. This is good. A double bass, not a violin. Now this is 2 into 3. Okay. And then this is 3 into 4. Hold on. Wait, this is one of the only chase musics to not loop after like 10 seconds or something like that. It's still changing. Listen. That's sick. That's awesome. I can't name one of the other ones that does that. That's sick. I like that. The way the like brass or whatever that layer is doubles down and goes at a double pace, but it's still the same layer. That's gas. I love that. And I will be using your opinions to help me. It's sick, but still high B, A, low A. I agree. Is it better than Clowns? In terms of quality of production? Yes. In terms of vibe to match the killer? No. We're going to vibe at the low A. Some of you still message me and say, I just got my first twins. I've never heard this one isolated before, ever. All right, that's 1 and 2. This is 2 to 3. This chapter deserved so much better. It was such a good chapter. But, so let me listen to that transition one more time. I mean, come on. But where does it fall? Better than demo. You know what? No, I'm going to be brave about it. Better than Oni. I think it's better than Oni. This is my opinion. I'm strictly saying this for YouTube because I'm going to get torn to shreds. I think it has a higher attention to detail than Oni's music. And that's not me saying Oni's doesn't. That's just me saying this one has a higher attention to detail. Again, opinion. Opinion. God, the art was so good. Oh, it's so good. I think this one's so good. That da-na-na, da-na-na. My issue with it, I get that it's probably off key on purpose, but I don't think it sounds intimidating or good. It just bothers me, and not in like a scary, eerie way. It just bothers me, and that's where I think we're gonna disagree. All right, this will be the first one I straight up just have to say I don't like. That last tier, I get it. It's supposed to sound overwhelming. This killer is literally an in-your-face, overwhelm you killer. He's throwing shit at you like this, and your survivor UI is going, dig, 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 dig. It's meant to be an overwhelming killer. I get what they were going for, but I don't think it sounds good. And I think that's fair. It's going to be my first D tier. I think this just is not even close to any of these. Bro, even hearing that, I already hear the stomping. Boom, 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 boom. Big ass feet. Transition from 1 to 2. Bro, even the way that swell noise is off center in your ears is just, oh, it's so good. And then this will be 3 to 4. Oh my God. It's, listen, so good. I think we knock Clown to B above Nurse. I think Blight deserves to stay there. I'm at the point in this list where I feel like every decision's the wrong decision. I think he's better than Clown. I think he's the highest of B tier. I think he's the highest of B tier. I think it's better than Clown. I think Clown's theming is better, but clearly Nemi's music is better. So I got a high B. High B. The NFT killer. If you know, then you know. We'll skip a little bit just so 1 goes into 2. So this is 1. Again, ignore the transitions. This is fan edited. So immediately, the first thing I gotta say, it is totally unique to any other chase music in this entire game. Bro. I'm going to talk about this later with Dredges because they actually have a little bit of similarity in theirs, but it goes stupid. All right, next part is 3 into 4. If you'll notice, this is one of the only chase musics in this entire game that isn't dominated by drums. And you gotta respect it for that. To make something sound intense and scary without overwhelming beating of drums. Okay, now that that's said and done, what do we think? Bro, I don't know. What do you think? I straight up... Oh, these last couple are going to be incredibly difficult. I only know the answer to 2 of these out of all of these left. B? Okay. I think so too. I think so too. I think it falls here. Oh God. Okay. So my beef with Clown being here is that his is so much older than the rest. The rest above him, all of these are new. Literally all of these are within the last 2 years. And his is from 2016 or 17. So I'm really struggling of where to put Clown. Like, I'm struggling so much where to put him. It's good and Love It's different, but there are definitely better ones. I agree. It's almost underwhelming. Like, they nailed the ambience and then didn't nail the fear. I don't think Hags is better. I think Hags' ambience is better, and they both have underwhelming chase, but I think his chase is better. I think it goes right here. I think Spirits is better. Jesse, thank you for the bit. I can already hear her going. Matt, thank you for the bit. This one's going much higher than the last couple I rated. Dude, come on. Bro. That constant wave of drums, like, whoom. Whoom, and they all like, oh, it's so good. It's so eerie. It matches her. The noises she makes in game goes absolutely perfect with it. Which, actually, the more we go through here, the more the noises are going to matter. It's not S to me, if I'm honest. It's not S to me, but I do think it is the top of A. I do think it is the top of A. I think she is the face of A tier. Boo. Wait, different opinions, brother. Different opinions. We're allowed to have different opinions. Fantastic first layer. So far, so good. I feel like I've never heard these two layers because she's always a good Onryo is undetectable at this time. Oh. Oh no. It's so much better than I thought. Oh. It's phenomenal. It's fucking phenomenal. It's so good. I know exactly where she goes. She goes in between Pyramid Head and Artist. It's so good. And I hate her. Oh, I hate her. Oh, I hate her. We'll do some rearranging at the end because there's a couple things I see that I want to switch. But I got to get all of them in my head before I can form final opinions. Think about pinheads, okay? When you listen to this. I hear so much similarity between the first layer of the two. But I'm going to say it, Dredge's is better in every way, shape, and form. I think Dredge does Pyramid Head's chase... Pinhead's chase music better. Dude, come on. Oh! Oh, it's so good. See, I also get Oni's chase music from this. Very, very, very heavily. and then the final transition. Bro. So I do have to say my beef with this music is that I don't think the chase matches the other 3 layers. That's my beef. And again, I love Dredge. Dredge is literally my favorite killer in the game. I adore him, moon and back. But this is what knocks it down from S for me. But I love that weird amalgamation of voices just yelling louder and louder and louder. Oh, that gives me goosebumps. I think it's slightly better than Oni's. I mean, it's definitely better than... Oh, fuck. I'm really struggling now to separate these. I think it's better than Twins. And I think this is good right here. I truly think his ambience is one of the best in the game. And then when you hear him in game and you just hear a thing growling, like lurking behind you, and then a locker slam, oh, it's so good. What, what is this? Why is it just a PNG? His ambience is phenomenal, unfortunately. What's that? Dude. It's so good. The reason I say it like I'm mad about it, the people that play Wesker don't deserve a chase music this good. That's all I got. It's phenomenal. Dude. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. It sounds like a boss battle, which is what they were going for. It's literally perfect. It's perfect. Now, personal opinion, I think it's better than Michael's. Again, this strictly comes down to opinion because all 3 of these are damn near perfect. I like Slingers more, strictly from opinion. The orchestral sound in a chase music, I don't think is as eerie as like a twang like this. So there's no doubt it's S. It has the highest production budget as well as any of the chase music that's ever come out of this game. So it's clearly S. It's perfect. Billy's low S? No, Billy is my favorite in the entire game. No question about it. Billy's is actually perfect in my eyes. Oh, the grumble. Oh, it's just so good. Dude, the way that grumble from the ambience of the first layer carries into the second layer is so smooth. This is where they start to lose me. I don't think the additions in this layer make too much sense for Knight. That is just me and it's just opinion. I feel like they don't match him as well as the other 2 layers. We went from medieval to like almost grungy, but it's still good, obviously. I really like this chase, but I do think his worst layer is his chase. Why I think that is I think layer 3 and layer 4 don't even sound like the same killer. And I think layer 1 and layer 4 could be two separate killers as well. Night goes here. Night goes here. Layer 1 and 2 are so perfect for him. Totally agree. 3 and 4. Yes. I think if 3 was different, 2 transition from 2 to 4 better, it would be A tier. No question at all. But because 3 throws everything off, then everything gets thrown off, you know? I actually really, even though I despise the killer, I really tried to like her music. I really did. But it's just not good. It's just not good. Number 4, layer 4, it is a 4-second loop over and over with no change in outside noises, environmental sounds. That's why I despise this music, okay? Not because I hate the killer. You'll see. Here's 1 to 2. This is not bad. This sends a chill down my spine and not in a good way. Again, you know what? If it needs to sound like a power drill because she made her shit herself and that's the tie-in, I would reach for it. It's a reach. It's a reach. But you could reach for it. You could reach that it makes sense with her character. You know, you could argue that. And then here's 2 to 3. I like tier 3. I do. Now, here's my problem. 3 to 4 is terrible. What? I don't... This is the first one in this entire video of every single chase music in the entire game that I just don't get what they were going for. Every single other one, even in her chase music. Like, even at the beginning, I would argue, like, hey, maybe it's the sound of a drill. I don't get what they were going for here. This doesn't make sense for her at all. This is the only part of any chase music that I just don't get. I do not get what they were going for. But how is the person that made Deathslingers and Weskers and Doctors and Dredges, how is this what he came up with? I don't get it. These are good, but the rest don't make sense. I would give it F tier, but I just feel like someone on YouTube would comment like, oh, of course you throw Skull Merchant an F. You guys don't even give her a chance. She's actually... And it's just not worth it, so we'll put her in D tier and we'll leave F tier empty. We're gonna use Wraith's face, okay, as Singularity because we don't have an art for him yet. So Wraith is Singularity, okay? So this is the new killer who is not officially out yet. His name is the Singularity. This guy's name is Gabriel Soma, and this is his music. The ambience is fucking phenomenal. So good. Oh! That grumble, that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear in a killer approaching, is that weird grumble. It almost sounds distorted. God, I love it. I am still confused if I like this one or not. Because in my head, I think the alert is too loud. The siren, or like whatever you want to call it, the alert sound is too loud. For the rest of... I think that dubba 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 should be louder and the alert sound should be quieter. But that's just me. Complete opinion. And then we'll listen from 3 to 4. The saving grace of this is that siren noise in the back that goes woo over and over. I think that's the saving grace of this chase music because it sounds like another case of the Skull Merchant where it's just crunchy noises repeating over and over. Listen again. In the very, very back, it doesn't even sound like a siren. It just sounds airy. It sounds like wind with a pitch, pretty much. And I love how this chase music continuously drops and goes lower and lower and lower. However, that alert noise bothers me. But again, just keep listening. God, I wish they would bring up the wee-woo noise and bring down the and I think it would be a wonderful chase music. All the elements are there. They're just mixed silly. So again, with Wraith's face as Singularity, I think he goes top of D tier. And I hate saying that because I was really hopeful for his. I think he goes top of D tier. I don't think it's Ghostface tier. I don't think it's default tier. I just think it's there. Do you guys think bottom of C tier or top of D tier? I know technically it puts him in the same spot, but I feel like that is a giant change. Being like right behind Ghostface and right in front of Trickster. C? Okay. I think I agree with you. I think I agree with you. I think this is the official final tier list. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Seeing Skull Merchant in bottom of D and not F, it does feel wrong. But, you know what? The YouTube comments are going to be bad regardless. So, you know what? We'll put her in F tier because I do agree. I think it is F tier. I think Skull Merchant's music is F tier. Nemi, I feel like I have in the wrong spot, but I don't know where to put him. Because I agree with all of these. Every single last one. Bottom A? Bottom A feels better than top of B. I think that makes more sense. Listen, Miss Onryo caught me off guard. I'd never heard her music isolated, and it was fucking phenomenal. These two are damn near a dead tie. These three, I think, are like this. Like, I could switch any of these, and I wouldn't be phased. Dredge's, his chase is underwhelming, which is what puts him down here. Realistically, I think I'd move Pinhead lower and Hag higher, but it's okay. We'll just leave it at that, because I could keep adjusting little things the whole time. I would even put Ghostface above Trapper, the more I think about it. But whatever. Good soup. Good soup.
Talk to me, just took them all the dudes. Don't talk to me, just took them all the dudes.